God has providentially placed you and me in a society that thrives on immediate satisfaction and quick fixes. You know, we want happiness, and we want happiness right now. We want contentment right now. We want satisfaction, we want it right now. That's really what's going on in Genesis 25 with Jacob and Esau. It says in Genesis 25:29, once when Jacob was cooking stew, Esau came from the field and he was exhausted. And Esau said to Jacob, let me have some of that red stew. I am exhausted. Jacob said, well, then sell me your birthright now. Esau said, I'm about to die. Of what use is my birthright to me? Jacob said, swear to me now. So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau some bread and lentil stew, and he ate and drank and rose and went away. Thus Esau despised his birthright. You know, the blessing of Abraham and Isaac ultimately was going to go through Esau, because he was the oldest son. But Esau, in a moment of hunger, said, I would rather have food than my birthright. God had said to Abraham, I will make you the father of a multitude of nations. He had confirmed that prophecy with Isaac and said the same thing. And although Esau was supposedly standing in line for that blessing, he traded his birthright away right then and there for something to eat. You know, many a marriage has been given away through the immediate satisfaction of an adulterous opportunity. Many a person has given away a college education for the opportunity to cheat in a moment of temptation. You and I need to be prepared that Satan and our flesh is going to bring everything our way to try to destroy us and lead us away from Christ, and we always need to be prepared to choose what will sustain us for the glory of God. In the book of 1 Peter chapter 1, it says that we need to prepare our minds for action, be sober-minded, set our hope fully on the grace that will be brought to us at the revelation of Jesus Christ. In other words, I always need to be preparing my mind for whatever's going to come my way that day. That temptations will come, that trials will come, that significant opportunities to sin will come, and I need to be prepared. He says, as obedient children, don't be conformed to the passions of your former ignorance. You know, there may have been a day when you in your life were a victim of your circumstances and absolute always being lured in by your sinful desires. But God is doing a different work today. Now that He's put His Spirit within you, He's saying, gird your mind for action. Keep sober in spirit. Fix your eyes completely on the hope to be brought to you in Christ Jesus. Then He says, you're to be holy, for I am holy. Be holy in all of your conduct. And remember that you've been ransomed from the futile ways inherited from your forefathers. I want you to understand something. That if you've trusted Christ for your salvation, you've been ransomed and freed from your genealogical lines. That God in His grace has offered to bless you in Christ. Now your inheritance is Christ and nothing else. Don't allow immediate opportunities for sin to sway you from fixing your mind and your heart on Jesus Christ. Don't allow sinful opportunities to dupe you into believing that what this sin offers you is better than what Christ has already accomplished. He said that we need to remember that we were redeemed with the precious blood of Christ. You know, you and I need to learn to live our lives in response to what Christ has accomplished and not at our own personal whims and desires. Ask God today to build you up and to gird your mind for action in such a way that you can faithfully and righteously choose what He's calling you to do and reject everything else.